Today is December the 30th, so tomorrow is the last day of the year. That means that my challenge to create an EP for the end of the year ends tomorrow, and I'm so sad to say that I don't think I will have the EP released before the end of the year. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All I have left to do is mix and master the last two songs that I have, and I'm almost done with one of them, so I just need to do that for the other one. I'll be able to submit it to Lander, the distribution company that I use, today, but it takes a couple days at least for them to like approve it and then finally release the EP. So it will technically be done before the end of the year, but it won't be released, if that makes sense. I want to share some things that I learned this past week. One thing is that there's this thing called amps on Logic Pro that I had no idea about, but apparently you can add that to guitars, probably other instruments, but it like kind of distorts it and makes it sound different and like more, I guess, grungy if you like that, or more clean or whatever. So it just has like different effects that you can add to the guitar. So I thought that was really cool, and I did try adding it to one song. However, I felt like overall with the vibe of this song it didn't work very well, but I will definitely be using that in the future. Also, another thing I'm realizing is that drums are very hard for me. Like, I find it hard to choose like which drum kit, which instrument specifically to use to make it sound nice or to make it fit well with the song, because I feel like if there's no drums it's like kind of slow and nothing is kind of like pushing it forward, especially if it's just guitar and voice. So I do want to get better at that, at working on my drum composing. That'll be a goal for the new year. Also, I was struggling with in the mixing, I was following the band guides process again, which I shared a little bit about last week, but I'll put his channel down below in case you need help with your mixing as well. But I've been following his process, and it's taking a while, obviously, because I'm like watching all his videos while I'm also working on my stuff, so that just takes time. But it's good, so I'm hoping the more I do it, obviously, the more repetition, the better I'll get at it eventually. The buses thing was kind of confusing me, but I figured that out today. And this project that I'm making, this EP, like I can't believe that I did it finally. It took me like so many years to muster up the courage to do it, even though, you know, it's obviously no professional producer or engineer or anything like that, even though it's not gonna sound like all the popular songs out there. It's just a way, I guess, for me to encapsulate this time of being like a beginner producer, learning all these different things. You know, it's just the start, so it's gonna get better from here. I'm excited for the next year, for making more songs, more music, making more YouTube videos, figuring out kind of where it works best, what you guys like to watch and what's interesting or what's not. But definitely for the new year, I'm going to keep this momentum going, just get better at everything, songwriting, you know, producing, composing the music, all that stuff. So I'm excited for that. I'd like to know what you guys are working on, if there are any fellow musicians out there maybe, or songwriters or other artists, if you also are creative in some way or not. Like what are your New Year's resolutions? Once the EP is officially released, I will let you know. I will put out another video here, so that's exciting. I will submit everything today, like I said, but I don't know how long it's gonna take, so hopefully it'll be out this week. We'll see. I realize I haven't even shared the name of the album or the EP or anything, which I have had that for a few weeks. I'll put that right here. I decided on the name, the title, Girl Stories, just because all the songs were either inspired by either things that I went through or that I saw other girls in my life go through, or other girls that I've met go through in the past. There is one more romantic song, but the rest are more just applicable to like other, you know, things and struggles that happen in life. Yeah, I'm not 100% happy with how everything came out. I am happy that I am finally doing it and it's finally getting out, but yeah, some of the songs I'm like, once I'm listening back to them, I'm like, I don't really like how that sounded, or I don't really like how that sounded. But overall, I'm just gonna try to focus on the fact that it is complete and that I was able to do it, even in this short amount of time, even in this challenge that I did for myself. So hopefully that encourages you to also try out that thing that you've been procrastinating on, or the thing that you don't feel like you're good enough at. And yeah, just go for it. You're never gonna get better just by watching YouTube tutorials, which is what I was doing for a long time. Or just like watching other artists and things like that and wishing I could be them. So just get started. I think now is a great time to start whatever you've been procrastinating on, sharing the journey if you want to. If not, that's totally fine too. I read this quote the other day on Pinterest. I'll see if I can find it and share it here. Basically, it was like, I want to live a life that I'm capable of living and not just a life that I am comfortable with living.